good? Chaos Crew. And today we are going to be reacting to poor versus privileged YouTubers. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. If you enjoy watching this video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell for more reaction content, because I'm trying to make this channel about more reactions. And if you guys want more content from me personally outside of the reactions, make sure you check into my second channel, that is KDug Live, and I'm gonna be streaming every day on Twitch. So make sure you pull up and let's get started, chat.
YouTube may have changed countless lives, but in some cases, it was just a rich kid's hobby paying off. So we'll be comparing YouTubers who started at the bottom to those who grew up with financial stability, starting with Mr. Beast. With over 390 million subscribers, YouTube's golden boy has accumulated an estimated net worth of $1 billion. But
Hey, listen, Beast. You trying to slide some bread? Your boy kind of broke. He's trying to slide some bread, you feel me? No? Okay. Alright, fine, man.
Did he come from a rich family who supported his ideas? Well, the answer may surprise you. Mr. Beast was born in Wichita, Kansas, and grew up in Greenville, North Carolina, where his parents often changed homes. His mother served in the military for 21 years and worked long hours, often requiring help with raising him and his siblings. Then he went to a private evangelical school and graduated in 2016. He briefly enrolled in East Carolina University, but dropped out to pursue YouTube full-time soon after.
At the time,
question. If you was put in his situation, 1, continue college, or 2, drop out, are you taking that?
recording this video, I have 8,000 subscribers and 1.8 million views. So whenever you see this, compare these numbers to whatever I have when you watch this.
A decision his mother...
Oh, let me tell you a funny story, Beast. Because right now, you're at 400 and something million, bro. That is crazy, Beast.
strongly disapproved of, even forcing him to leave the house.
Graduated high school, and my mom was like, either move out or go to community college. That was the worst thing ever. Like that made me hate life. Like I just can't stand like having to just sit there and listen to this dumb stuff.
He came from a lower middle to middle class upbringing with limited support and a high degree of self-made success. His parents split up in 2007 when Donaldson was 8, and he no longer has any contact with his father. Even though his future looked bleak right after he dropped out of college, little Jimmy knew he was destined for greatness. Instead of devoting his time to his studies, he unhealthily obsessed with studying virality, studying the YouTube algorithm, and would sit in my computer all day just studying shit non-stop with other YouTubers. And his gamble paid off. He went from making low-quality Minecraft Let's Plays.
Just happened.
Yes, chat. Bro, this is what I'm saying. Yesterday, I was watching like an episode of Beast Games. I was showing somebody, I was like, damn, bro, look how far Mr. Beast came. I went back to his first ever video. I was like, bro, look at what he used to post, and now look at like what he's posting now, the high quality, expensive, productive, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you really gotta stay consistent, chat.
What did you say?
To low-quality challenge videos like counting to 100,000. It was just outrageous enough to farm millions of views. Eventually, Mr. Beast's popularity began to skyrocket, especially when he started featuring his friends in his videos. Jimmy came a long way.
Every single time someone watches this video, it helps feed someone in need. And since we get a lot of views, I brought a lot of people.
And now he's one of the most recognizable people on the planet. Mr. Beast's growth may be a fairy tale come true, but people like Dixie D'Amelio got famous just cause they were born rich. Prior to becoming a star, Dixie D'Amelio lived in a mansion house in Norwalk, Connecticut. Her father, Mark D'Amelio, is a successful businessman and ex-politician.
Hey, bro, dang, I did not know that about her, bro. I thought she came from humble beginnings, bro. Damn, I didn't know she was rich.
Who established his own clothing brands. He accumulated a decent-sized following and turned his love for clothes into an empire worth millions before his kids were even famous. While her mother was a former model and personal trainer who ended up getting picked for season 31 of Dancing with the Stars.
Yo, chat, is this the super couple? Is this super couple, mom? I'm telling you, bro. It gotta be, bro. It gotta be.
Instead of worrying about making money, Dixie and her baby sister Charlie spent their days making videos on TikTok. Eventually, the D'Amelio family shifted into a $5.5 million mansion in Los Angeles in 2020 during the peak of their popularity on the internet. The property itself features 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, in addition to soaring 13-foot ceilings and an open-plan layout, along with a step-down living room featuring, it's got a home theater, an in-house bar, and even an elevator, since she could afford it because her TikTok account has over 55 million followers and she's worth over $14 million. Although Dixie never needed the fame and money that came her way, Gideon was a man who was dead set on making it. Based on his subscriber count, his merchandise sales, and brand deals, his net worth is estimated to be around...
Chat, who remembers Prime Gideon, bro? Like, when he first started the pranks, bro. Now I think he, like, kind of transitioned into, like, catching predators and stuff, which is a very W, bro, to the community. Shout out to you, Gideon, bro. But damn, he, like, man, only, like, real OGs know about that. I'm not gonna lie.
$1 million. He's one of the most well-recognized streamers on Twitch, with a plethora of controversies surrounding him. He spent his formative years playing high school football and selling counterfeit snacks.
YouTube, so shit. They fucking call my mom.
But after getting suspended from school for it, he switched gears and became a full-time YouTuber instead. Things weren't
Why did he stop, bro? Why did he stop football? Maybe, who knows, bro, in another universe, Gideon is a famous, like, NFL star, bro. I'm saying, bro, what if he continued that dream of keep playing football, bro? I don't know the full story, so let me stop yapping, chat. Let me stop yapping. I know, I'm
easy for him while he was growing up. With barely anyone there to support him, Gideon stayed true to his hustle.
And I went to go tell my dad, I was like, Dad, I got 5,000 views on this video. He was like, you making any money yet? Because I've been trying to do YouTube since I was like 12.
It took 3 years for his channel to truly take off, and he even started working for Uber for a while. But by early 2022, he was sitting at 4 million subs. Eventually, Gideon started experimenting with his content and deleted all of his videos as he went through a born-again Christian phase and abandoned his main channel.
Truly give my all, like how I did for YouTube, into serving Jesus Christ and to helping you guys find him in the best way I possibly can. Although this is gonna be my last video on this channel, I will be making a new channel. It's called Gideon.
Before making his comeback with a new series called EDP Watch. His channel is now devoted to catching predators,
Nah, bruh. Why you running? Go. Taste him.
and making friends with prominent KKK members, and continues to improve in order to amass a fortune.
Whoa. KK, what now?
And making friends with prominent KKK members.
Boy, you joking.
And continues to improve in order to amass a fortune for himself. In Gideon's case, doing anything for clout might have been a necessity to survive, but all people like Olivia Jade had to worry about was staying away from any drama. With nearly 2 million subscribers on YouTube, just from posting vlog updates, makeup tutorials, and giving out fashion advice, Olivia Jade became the poster child for Nepo babies online, especially after her parents were exposed in a huge scandal, which we'll get into in a bit. Olivia's parents are estimated to be worth $80 million together, and they both
80 million together.
love spoiling their daughters. It's clear Olivia was born into a super privileged household. Her parents even bought a lavish estate that was worth over $35 million. This 6-bedroom, 9-bathroom, 12,000 square foot mansion has a huge double-gated driveway, 2 5-car garage spaces, and several wings. It's even got a bar and a pool. Massimo Giannulli, the fashion designer, earned his fortune by establishing the Massimo clothing firm in 1986. Eventually, he even made a $27.8 million deal with Target, offering them exclusive rights to sell his merch. As for Olivia's mom, Lori Loughlin, who acted in several movies, she gave Olivia
Chad, I know her. Oh my god.
and her sister everything they ever needed. It was all good for Olivia until one little mistake costed the entire family their reputation. They were so privileged that Olivia's parents, Lori and Massimo, paid $500,000 in bribes to get daughters into USC. Both of her parents wound up serving prison time for their...
See, now this is the thing I don't like about rich families. Is like, cause like if they do that, they're not gonna give chances to like other kids that are like, you know, middle class people, like to get in their dream colleges. Like most of these colleges now just take money over talent and over quality and stuff,
crimes. Olivia lost all of her brand deals and sponsorships, and all the respect she'd garnered online for being unapologetically rich. When the social life of a rich and beautiful socialite nepo baby isn't good enough, so you have to cheat someone out of a spot in a university. And Olivia's immature response to the drama flipping everyone off only made things worse. Being born rich.
What? You trying to fight? You trying to fight? You want to flip me off? Like, come on, Kirk, come on, girl.
Being born rich may be an excellent get-rich-quick strategy, but Bella Poarch had nothing, and yet she still took over the world. With over 7.1 million subscribers, she's worth over $3 million. It's not surprising since she's also one of the highest-paid influencers on TikTok. She got famous so quick that people started wondering whether she was actually just another industry plant. Her ultra-high quality and big-budget music videos did not come cheap. So what was her life growing up? Before the fame, she was just an innocent child with a Philippine upbringing who was ready to get as far away from home as she could to escape her abusive parents. Bella was actually raised by her devoted grandmother, but by the time she was 3, Bella had been adopted by another family in the US, and her life suddenly changed. She was brought to an American farm that belonged to her animal-loving stepfather, who was never particularly fond of Bella herself.
I grew up with parents that showed me fake love whenever they're in front of other people, like if
that
I was like with a relative or
a child
with their
friends.
There were goats, sheep,
every kid should grow up with a loving community, bro.
cows, and more than 20 dogs and cats in the farm, but Bella did fieldwork instead of homework and never had any time to play. Her days started as early as 3 or 4 a.m., in which she'd partake in back-breaking work.
In the Philippines, school starts at like 6:30.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I have to be able to finish all the chores. So I'd be sweeping the yard, like picking up dog shit.
Tons of dog shit.
Yeah, I'd be cleaning up cat house because we had a cat house, and I'd be sweeping goat poop. Yeah, and I have to clean up real good because if I don't, then my stepdad would get mad at me and he'd be like, "Oh, you're not eating breakfast if you don't get this done."
Not being able to do a flawless job resulted in stern punishments for her, such as being denied breakfast or getting physically abused by her stepdad. Both Bella and her brother went through the same kinds of abuse. They received the worst tasks and tattered secondhand clothing, which led them to getting bullied at home and at school.
That's also why I got bullied in school, because I would go to school with like holes in my shoes and like
people make fun of you because you're getting treated like shit at home.
Yeah. One time I got so embarrassed because my stepdad decided that I shouldn't, my brother and I shouldn't be showering before we go to school. We should shower at night. So cleaning up like poop and shit like that, of course I'm gonna like smell, but I ask him like, can we shower in the morning instead? And he's like, no, do your work, eat breakfast, go to school.
She came to America when she was just 14 years old, and yet she was never allowed to leave the farm or live a normal life. But despite everything, Bella found joy through making music and immersing herself in the world of anime, and her transition from creating quirky TikTok videos to music on YouTube was surprisingly very strategic. Bella built a loyal following in just a couple of years, and it was her own grit and resolve that brought her where she is today. And while Bella's fame is a result of overcoming her misfortunes, Kylie Jenner's fame came from enjoying the benefits of her inherited fortune. The youngest member of the Kardashian-Jenner dynasty has a massive digital presence with over 12 million subscribers on her official YouTube channel. Her net worth is estimated to exceed $700 million, solidifying her status not only as a celebrity, but as one of the wealthiest self-made billionaires in America, according to Forbes. But what makes Kylie so successful online? Is it her marketing skills, or was she born to win? Little Kylie grew up with cameras following her every move since she was only 10 years old, because she was on the hit reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which gave her an early and massive advantage to work with. Her mom, Kris Jenner, is also a business genius who managed Kylie's career. But where did all of this money come from? Kylie Jenner grew up in a multi-million-dollar Calabasas mansion, the same one that was featured on Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Hey, why can't these rich people just live in normal houses? For once, could just one of them just live in a normal house, or they just want to show that they're rich, bro? Hey, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, why flex that you're rich, or you be rich on the low? That's bars right there. That's bars.
The mansion is proof of the Kardashians' long history of wealth. Kylie also went to pricey elite schools like Sierra Canyon, where parents like hers would pay around $30,000 per month just to get their kids through kindergarten. Kylie's father, Caitlyn Mary Jenner, is a retired Olympic gold medalist, well known for setting a world record in the decathlon at the 1976 Summer Olympics and being the most prominent transgender woman in the world. In 2023, her net worth was estimated at approximately $25 million. Through the fame that came up with publicly transitioning on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Caitlyn became partly responsible for most of the attention Kylie got early on from their global audience. Naturally, Kylie was a little uneasy about the entire situation at first, since she was one of the people Caitlyn was really worried about understanding, but she came around eventually. It will be a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but I think we're both ready. Basically, Kylie's parents are responsible for every bit of fame that came her way. After the reality show's debut, the family's economic status and notoriety skyrocketed. Kylie had bodyguards and received expensive presents like a Range Rover when she was just 16, and she also went on lavish trips.
That's gonna be me one day. It's gonna be me one day. But I'm not buying expensive cars though. You gotta be smart. You gotta invest.
Almost regularly. Unlike many who start from scratch, Kylie was handed everything right from the beginning, and she reached millions overnight thanks to her momager Kris Jenner. Kylie always lived in a world full of riches. She flew on private jets and grew up on the red carpet. With all of this power and money behind her, Kylie turned herself into a brand and the owner of a global billion-dollar business. And while Kylie was born with a silver spoon in her mouth, Kai Cenat earned his fame the old-fashioned way, all by himself.
GOAT! KC3! Whoa, the big KC3 chat.
With over 5.5 million subscribers on YouTube, he is one of the platform's most explosive breakout stars. Today, he's worth over $8 million. But what was his life like before the fame? Born and raised in the Bronx, New York, Kai grew up in a low-income neighborhood with his mother and 3 siblings. They even had to move into a shelter at one point in order to survive. There was no trust fund or celebrity parent backing his hustle, just grit, charisma, and consistency. He attended Frederick Douglass Academy, a school that catered to low-income families. And then he briefly went to Morrisville State College before dropping out to pursue content creation full-time. In 2023, he won Streamer of the Year at the Streamer Awards and broke records by hitting over 300,000 Twitch subscribers in a single month, an achievement no one had reached before. From being a kid in the Bronx to the most viewed streamer, Kai Cenat's journey isn't a product of privilege. He's proof that with creativity and hustle, you can rewrite your own story. James Charles also tried to achieve what Kai did, but his journey was made better by his loving family. Before he became a beauty icon with millions of followers, James was just a kid who enjoyed doing his own makeovers. And he grew up to be a happy, funny kid. He was always sensitive, according to his parents, and nobody thought that child would wind up building a successful platform for himself online. But what was he like before he entered the limelight? James was born on May 23, 1999 to Christy and Skip Dickinson. His parents lived a modest life, and his dad was
Dick and what now?
1999 to Christy and Skip Dickinson. His parents
I'm so immature,
lived a modest life, and his dad was just an independent contractor. Things got better for the family once they moved into their own house. His dad had an income of more than $100,000 per year, which was more than enough for a family of 4. The family had to move from Albany while James was in 2nd grade to a small town of around 35,000 people nearby called Bethlehem. School was never James' cup of tea, but he went to one of the best schools and worked hard regardless. He went to Bethlehem Central High School and graduated a year early despite disliking studying. Since he enjoyed a healthy childhood, he had the courage and support needed to pursue his passion.
I actually started my social media journey when I was 11. I knew really early on that I didn't want to take a regular path. I wanted to do something positive to impact people's lives, and I knew that I
first got my phone when I was like 12, 13 months. Yeah, I got a phone mad late.
Even though James had a life many would envy, Queso was going through a living hell before he got lucky. Born in Dallas County, Arkansas, Case Dylan Baker grew up in a modest home. He used to play video games and basketball during his free time, but high school was rough since math was something he always struggled with. And unexpectedly, he wound up working for his dad after he graduated.
Top 3 people I know that genuinely has no haters. This guy, Queso, Jackie Chan, and shoot, I don't know, but I can't think of the third one right now. But Queso and Jackie Chan, bro, I will 100% say they don't got no haters, man. I genuinely love Queso and I love what he be doing.
My dad, we were both maintenance men. Maintenance ain't easy work. You know, you're crawling under sinks, you're changing faucets, you're crawling up in attics, you know, all that, just nasty.
Life after school was hell for Queso.
And then I'd get off work from doing that, load the trailer up on my truck and go cut grass till 9 at night, get home at dark every day.
And the trailer he lived in came with more than a few problems of its own. Queso never thought his life would amount to anything at that point.
Because I had, you know, my grass cutting on the side. You know, I'd go out, it'd be 100 degrees outside, just go cut grass for 4 hours after work, come home. And I'd still be broke somehow, don't get it. Yep.
Tired of the 9-to-5 grind he wanted no part of, he struggled hard to get the equipment he needed to start live streaming. For a while, he even gave up on his dream until one person went and changed his life.
Well, the reason that I gave it another shot again in general was because of my mom. She said, why don't you give streaming another try? Just upload some clips, you're funny, see what happens. Me growing up, like I'd be playing Call of Duty, she'd come and lay in my bed with me when I was a kid, watch me play Call of Duty for an hour before she went to sleep. You know, she always watched me, like playing baseball at every game. And my dad, you know, he was supportive too, but my dad's like the quiet type.
It took him a while, but after getting relentlessly bullied online, Queso built up a decent-sized following on TikTok, and even won the Creator of the Year award at the Game Awards a couple of years into his new online career. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like these ones as well. And don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, sir, chat. And that was poor versus privileged YouTubers. Man, that story was just crazy, bro. I'm truly inspired. I'll see y'all boys later, bruh. Let's go.